Iran on his knees. The Tehran regime bows to pressure as Iran indicates interest and readiness to have peace talks with US, but demands Israel must calm things down first. Well, this is the Iranian regime that said he has no reason to talk or engage in any dialogue with the US or Israelites, but maintain that Israel must evacuate their occupied territory and have threatened US with their nuclear, ballistic, and intercontinental missiles. Eventually today, the story has changed. The allies of Iran have abandoned them to their fate, and they have no other considerations but to bow their knees. Yet Israel have insisted that we need to fight this war as a matter of necessity for survival, and they are not backing down, whatever may be the case, that they will have to end this potential threat to their existence and to the population of the Israel nation. Well, the American President J. Donald Trump has made this position very clear that he has no any engagement or negotiation with Iranian regime, that it is too late to talk about negotiation. What matters most now is unconditional surrender. And knowing fully well that his military architecture has collapsed, he has no reinforcement from the allies, who unfortunately has abandoned him to their fate. He has no other option because the next target is to hit him, as American president has indicated, that we know where you are hiding. It is not a difficult task to take you out, but we are considering the civilian casualties that might be involved. But whatever be the case, we are running out of patience. And it is done on the supreme leader of the Tehran regime that possibly the Iranian regime is collapsing. As a matter of hours, possibly a new history, an event will be overtaken by the prevailing circumstances. Now, according to Jerusalem Post, Iran has expressed its willingness to enter into negotiation with the United States to reach an agreement, but has made any potential conditional on Israel the escalation to current military posture. A source with knowledge of the discussions revealed on Wednesday. Wow, that is quite a very interesting moment, honestly. But whatever be the case, the message was formally conveyed to Qatar officials who, along with their Omani counterparts, are actively mediating to broker a ceasefire and reduce the swirling tension between Iran and Israel. This move signals a potential, though highly conditional diplomatic off-ramp from a conflict that threatens to engulf wider Middle East. According to the source who spoke with the Jerusalem Post, the Iranian communication was direct. We are willing to talk in order to reach an agreement with the US, the message stated, immediately followed by the crucial preconditions that Israel needs to calm down first. Wow, need to calm things down. But you are the one that was hitting the embers of war, farming the embers of war, that you are going to cement Israel and make the occupied territory inhabitable in the future. While this development places the initiative for further diplomacy squarely on the response from Israel and the United States. Qatar and Oman have become critical intermediaries in the crisis, saying that diplomatic channels to pass messages between the adversary in an effort to avert a full-scale war. Already the war have escalated, and Israel is not turning back. It's a point of not turning back for Israel because they consider this as a necessary war to establish their peace and rid off whatever possibly might threaten the existence of Israel in the near future. As far as the Tehran regime remains, they, of course, poses a potential monumental threat to the existence of Israel. So it's just a matter of years and decades, another adversary with great passion to eliminate Israel will spring up. So Israel said, no, we have to fight this battle once and for all. And the only way to de-escalate this war is to get the Tehran supreme leader killed. That is the only way peace could be restored. Well, whatever be the case, I think the supreme leader of the Tehran regime has opportunities to have negotiated. Perhaps he thought otherwise. He could pounce on Israel and annihilate them, tossing in his armories and nuclear warheads or program to decimate Israel, thinking that Israel could be deterred by all those rain of threats, but not knowing that Israel is not taking those words for granted. They understood you meant what you say, and they wouldn't keep quiet or stay back while their own people and population is being exterminated. Of course, Israel has several casualties. As of the last reports under review, about 25 or more of the Israeli citizens have died within the Israel territory. So Israel is not backing down. They must continue this fight and possibly might become take another dimension in a matter of days. Israel will teach them lessons that are too small for them to destroy. Well, I need to hear from animals. Hardly you see them fight. It makes no sense to destroy life God created and end up in hell. Fire, okay, after inevitable death. Well, yes, Iran never says no to negotiation. In fact, they are in talks with the US before the terrorist country. Well, whatever be the case, I do hope that sanity and peace will eventually return to the Middle East. Until we agree to have one world, we shall never have peace. Wow, this one is talking about one world, or whatever that may be, or whatever you meant by that. It's just no one can prevail over Israel from changing their minds. And the United States have indicated that they are also an existential threat to the American people and seizes this opportunity as the best way to end the threat, the terror. So possibly the terror regime might possibly be replaced in a matter of days or devise a new dispensation for the Iranian people that will respect the rule of law and the fundamental rights of the people. Because as things is boiling now, Israel is not backing down because they need to fight this war and make sure they achieve their objective for setting out and making sure that any threat against Israel within the Middle East is dealt with mercilessly, most especially as Iran is being considered as the head arrow superintending over their process targeting to exterminate the Israel population. Well, it is quite an interesting moment, but then some consider that as coming late from the Iranian regime. It is too late as the position has already been taken. You have no other option but unconditional surrender, calling for Israel, demanding that Israel should back down or calm down things, could be just a sign of defeat. Having known that already, you can withstand the pressure and the rain of fire and brimstone coming from Israel. Israel has the rights under international law to defend their sovereignty, as being quoted by the Prime Minister, that this is what they are doing because they have to fight in defense of their own life and sovereignty, and being threatened by Iranian or Tehran regime. It's quite an interesting moment. But let's keep our hands crossed while we watch events unfold. Possibly, could Israel yield to that demand or request? Possibly no.